As you probably seem like you're all very aware now, a few hours ago I let the team know of my decision to make this Test match my last. It's a decision that obviously I thought long and hard about, put in long consideration about the decision. At the end of the day, it was based on my results and my output really in this series so far. It hasn't been what I expected myself, and it certainly hasn't been to the level that I feel is required for batsmen and players in the Australian team. So, and as I've said all along, I continue to play this game as long as I felt that I could contribute to wins and play well enough to help the team win games. And over the last couple of weeks, I think that that my level of performance hasn't been good enough to do that. My passion and love for the game hasn't changed one bit right through the last probably 12 or 18 months when things probably haven't been as I would have liked them or would have pictured them. I'll continue this season to play out the rest of the summer for Tasmania, and I'm looking forward to a full season of Big Bash with the Hobart Hurricanes. But I think it's really important today that I could sit here all day and I could reflect on my career, and I could talk about the great teams I played in, the great players I played with, the great players I played against. But I honestly believe that that's for another time. There's other days and times for that at the end of this game, at the end of my career, when we can all get together and talk about those moments. So as far as I'm concerned, my immediate focus now, and I know that the team's immediate focus is what we're presented with tomorrow, and that is just an unbelievable opportunity. We're going into what I believe is almost like a grand final. I've prepared well this week, and as I said to the boys earlier this morning, I'm hungrier than ever and want this win probably more than any win that I've ever, or any game that I've ever played in. So I'll do whatever I can this week to contribute to a great team performance. If that happens to lead to a win for the team and we get back to the top of the tree and number one in the world, then there's no better time for me to finish anyway. So this week we've got a big job ahead. There's no doubt about that, and especially me. I've got to lift my level of play from where it was last week to another level this week. I've got a good feeling that I can do that, and as I said, there's no better stage than in a finals type game, a big game, games that I've always prided myself on playing well in, to try and do that this week. So I guess ironically, this is where it all started for me a long time ago, like I think 16, 17 years ago. It's where it all started, and it's where it's going to finish. So thanks for coming along. That's all I've got to say, but I'll answer a few questions, and let's hope we can all just enjoy the week.
Now, Ricky, who did you have your first discussions with, and how hard was it to discuss retirement?
The lady sitting beside you there was the first one that I spoke to about it. It was towards the end of the Adelaide game when I first started contemplating what it might mean, and contemplating if I believe within myself, if I was good enough to play the way that I've been known to play through the years. I think the thing that struck home most with me was that, only a few weeks ago, I felt my preparation had been as good as it's been for a while. My Shield form had been good. I'd scored runs. I'd felt good about my batting, but when the big moments come around, I haven't been able to deliver what's been required for the team. So that was probably when I first started thinking about things. And as I said, we spoke long and hard, and there's been a few sleepless nights over the last couple of days to reach a decision, but I'm very comfortable with the decision I've made. I think timing-wise, it's the right time. At the end of a series, it'll give whoever my replacement is the chance to start afresh in a new series. And, for me, those little things have always been pretty important as well.
John, Ricky, congratulations on a fantastic career. You said you don't want to have a retrospective about your career. I guess that's fair enough. But what do you think you have given cricket? What has cricket gained from your involvement in it, do you think?
Well, I know I've given cricket my all. It's been life for 20 years, so not much more I can give.
Ricky, congratulations again. Was there one particular moment, one particular dismissal that triggered this, or was it a long time in coming?
I think the thing with it for me is I want to be a consistent performer. I want to perform consistently, and if you look back over the last 12 or 18 months, I haven't been able to perform consistently. I've had moments of really good stuff, and I've had moments of and prolonged moments of cricket that's been below my expectations and below a par level for me. So there hasn't been one dismissal or one moment. It's just been a build-up of, in my own eyes, I guess, reasonably consistent failure. So, that's why I believe that the time's right now to be making this decision.
Rick, did you still have the unanimous support of the selectors? There was a bit of talk this week that you might have lost some of it.
I believe so. There's been all sorts of things, in the papers the last couple of days, and I know certainly with my captain and my coach that I couldn't have had any more support from those two guys, and I think they've been the ones that have been most verbal about their support or forthcoming with their support. This is not a decision that's been made by the selectors, by the way. This is a decision that's been made by me. So, and I'd like to thank all of those guys for the support that they've given me through the last 12 months. There were probably moments where they thought long and hard about ending my career, and I'm glad that I've got the opportunity to finish this way and on my terms.
Ricky, how tough is it for you not to be able to go to the Ashes next year? Because I know you sort of laid that out as a big goal.
No, it's not tough at all, because I've made up my own mind that I feel I'm not good enough to get there. So that's not a tough decision. When you come to the realisation that what you can give is probably not good enough, then it's a pretty easy decision.
Ricky, what are you going to do with yourself now, apart from cricket?
Post-cricket? I've got a few months of cricket yet, which I am really looking forward to. I really enjoyed the start of this season, playing cricket with Tasmania and back with some of my mates, and really a place that I haven't spent a lot of time for the last, as I said, near on 20 years. So I'll enjoy that for what it is, but this is my new team here.
Ben?
Ricky, what did you tell your teammates earlier, and what was their reaction?
Well, I tried to tell them a lot, but I didn't get much out. As I said to the boys there this morning, they'd never seen me emotional, but I was this morning.
Ricky, do you have any feeling about who might or should replace you in the team going forward?
No, well, probably thankfully for me, I've never been a selector right through my time, and probably right at the moment I'm thankful that I'm not a selector again. But I guess it's really pleasing from my point of view anyway that there are a few guys out there in Shield cricket that are scoring runs at the moment. And, I know whichever way the selectors decide to go with the next player, they'll play well for Australia. And we've got, great structures, great setups now around our team, and the next player will be given every opportunity, and I'm sure they'll do well.
Done? No. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, everybody.